Lady and the Tramp, the untold stories and hidden depths. What if I told you that Disney's beloved Lady and the Tramp hides a secret love triangle, a subtle critique of class division, and even reflections of 1950s gender politics you never noticed? Today, we'll journey behind the scenes of this 70-year-old classic to uncover the unexpected layers that made it endure. Imagine a Cocker Spaniel born into comfort, walls lined with fine lace and crystal vases. That's Lady, sheltered, loved. Yet beyond her gate, a world of mystery and danger awaits. Enter Tramp, the streetwise mutt who darts between trash cans, mocks the very rules Lady cherishes, and teaches her that freedom can be as intoxicating as affection. But their story is more than a fairy tale romance. It's a mirror of post-war America, grappling with shifting norms and deep social divides. The seeds of Lady and the Tramp grew not just in Disney's animator bungalows, but in a real-life tale. In the late 1940s, a family in California rescued a stray nicknamed Tramp. This dog would sneak into their dining room for scraps at night, circling chairs and stealing hearts. When Disney animators heard the story during a studio retreat, they recognized something universal: the allure of the outsider who disrupts comfort and reveals hidden desires. From the earliest concept art, Lady's world was defined by pastel softness tea sets, doilies, pedigreed pomp. Tramp's domain was painted in rougher strokes: cobblestone alleys, overstuffed trash bins, and the flicker of gaslights. Animators deliberately contrasted their palettes to symbolize not just their differing lifestyles, but the broader class tensions of the era. In the 1950s, America celebrated middle-class prosperity, but beneath the suburban veneer lay unease about conformity. Lady's meticulously trimmed lawn and white picket fence encapsulated that conformity. Tramp's unkempt fur and cunning grin embodied the restless spirit seeking to break free. Even their personalities carry undertones of gender roles under question. Lady's sweet, obedient nature aligns with the era's ideal of the demure American woman. She waits patiently for her owners to return, mastering the art of stillness and silent longing. Tramp, on the other hand, is the archetypal post-war male, hero brave, adventurous, ever on the move. Yet there's a crucial twist. It's Lady who ultimately persuades Tramp to exchange his street life for domestic stability. In effect, she rescues him from his own wandering heart. This subtle reversal hints at the emerging notion that women could guide men. That domestic influence was not passive, but powerful. But beneath these themes lies an even juicier story: the nearly spaghetti scene. Today, the image of two dogs sharing that single strand is iconic. Yet Disney executives once deemed it to risk implying intimacy between animals in a way that could unsettle audiences. Only after Walt Disney himself insisted on its charm did it survive the editing room. The result is a moment that captures desire, vulnerability, and the playful tension between propriety and abandon. There are also unexpected references sprinkled throughout the film. Notice how Lady's home features a portrait of a bulldog in military regalia in homage to the studio's own head of story, Major Huey Brobazon, a World War II veteran who returned to lead the story department. Or how the lamp beside Tramp's favorite hiding spot is labeled Abernathy and Sons, a sly nod to the family who financed Disney's first full-length feature, Snow White. Such Easter eggs remind us that even this canine romance was built upon real-world debts and loyalties. Perhaps most surprising is the film's treatment of immigration. When Lady follows Tramp into Little Italy for dinner, the music swells with accordion melodies, and the streets teem with vendors shouting in accented English. On one level, it's romanticized tourism. On another, it's a snapshot of mid-century immigrant neighborhoods being exoticized for suburban eyes. Tramp himself fruitless, always moving, becomes a metaphor for the immigrant experience, unwelcome at times, romanticized at others. constantly negotiating between safety and survival. Even the villainous dog catcher, broad-shouldered and faceless, represents something more than fear of capture. He's the machinery of an impersonal system that sees certain lives as disposable. When Tramp bravely surrenders to save Lady from the pound, we witness not just canine heroism, but a critique of institutions that prioritize order over compassion. His act of sacrifice and Lady's anguish reflect the era's growing anxieties about individual agency in the face of bureaucratic power. And let's not overlook the SCO soundtrack. Frank Churchill's score weaves together Tin Pan Alley nostalgia with romantic leitmotifs. Yet, in one scene, the music abruptly shifts into a minor key when Lady spots Tramp disguised in a dinner jacket. It's a musical cue that hints at deception, of identities assumed and masks worn. In that single chord change, we catch a glimpse of the complicated negotiations performed every day by people, and by our canine protagonists, in matters of trust and belonging. So, what remains when the film reel stops spinning? Lady and the Tramp endures, because it is deceptively simple, a love story on its surface, but beneath it, a tapestry of history, social commentary, and personal longing. It reminds us that romance rarely follows a straight line. Often, it emerges from mismatched pairs, from defiance of social norms, and from moments when we dare to step beyond our comfort. Next time you watch Lady and the Tramp, listen for the silent statements between the notes. Watch for the painted echoes of a changing America. And remember that even the chillest doilies can melt when faced with a glimpse of a wilder world. What hidden truths do you think lie beneath your favorite movies? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe, because next week, we'll uncover the secret history of another beloved Disney classic.